And first up, we are going to be talking about Manuel Akanji, as Fabrizio Romano says that Tottenham have approached Man City over a deal for Manuel Akanji. He is one of the 3 names on the list, which is very interesting. And there's also an update from Jake Gorn that says Tottenham have launched a bid for Manuel Akanji. The player is believed to want to play Champions League football next season. Obviously, AC Milan have been in the conversation for Akanji, who don't have Champions League football. It's believed to be a 15 million bid that could get Akanji out of Manchester City. What's your thoughts on a deal for Akanji?
Yeah, I think it's a really good deal. I'm a big fan of Akanji. Very versatile. Can play centre back, right back, a little bit of left back as well. He's just very versatile. He's very physical. I wonder why he's looking to leave and they're happy to sell. It's very odd. Is there an injury problem there or something? I mean, whenever I look at the Swiss flag, it looks like he's injured. I can't help but look at that. But I don't know why they're willing to sell for such a cheap price. They should be keeping him. It doesn't make sense to me. Are they looking to sell so they can get a younger defender? Are they going to reintegrate Kuzanov more? Is that why they're looking to sell him? It's all a bit peculiar because I think he's been such a great servant for them. He stepped in whenever that he's needed to. He's obviously never been a proper starter for them. They've always been better players, but he does always seem to get a lot of game time, and he always steps in and does really well. So I do find it peculiar. They're looking to get rid. And also, if he comes to Tottenham, why would he want to come to us when he might be in a similar position at us where they would have been a City?
Well, I reckon the situation is that Pep has probably told him he's surplus to requirements for one reason or another. I think that Pep has clearly stated on a number of occasions this window that they do need to sell some players and that their squad is very big. So he must be one of the fall guys.
Well, I'll take him. I think a versatile defender is great. The only thing I would say is he's not quite a left back. He doesn't really play there. So I would prefer Ake. Yeah, I prefer Ake. I think Ake would be my preference if between the two. But if you offered it to me right now, am I going to say no? I'm not going to say no.
But you look at, if we do sign Akanji, there's the centre-back options for us now with Mickey van der Ven, Cuti Romero, Kevin Danso, and Manuel Akanji. That is 4 really good centre-backs.
And also you can fit a right-back. So Spence, obviously, if the plan is to keep him
we don't need a left-back then. If Manuel Akanji is what you're saying, is he decent at right-back?
Yeah, he can play there, yeah.
If he's decent at right-back, then it's not a problem at all. It's not a problem at all because the beauty of having Jed Spence is that he is good on right-back, good at left-back, right? So all we need is a centre-back that can play one of right-back or left-back.
Yeah, exactly. So if it's Akanji, I'm not going to say no. I think it'll be a good deal. Yeah. I'll take that.
But yeah, it seems to be heating up the Akanji to Tottenham rumours with Fabrizio Romano with that link. Next up, we're going to talk about Savinho. The Bleacher Report are reporting that Savinho is unhappy at his proposed move to Tottenham being blocked by Manchester City and has made his feelings clear to the club. He remains keen to join Spurs and is still hoping a transfer can materialise before the window shuts. Now, this would be some hell of a development if we can resurrect this deal, because we've heard from a few journalists now that Savinho Tottenham is off. Ben Jacobs was on Last Word on Spurs saying that Pep Guardiola was actually okay with Savinho leaving, but this deal was blocked at board level, at higher up than Pep Guardiola. We know that if a player expresses his desire to leave, Pep Guardiola has no problems letting him go. But what Ben Jacobs was saying last night is that they feel like his ceiling is absolutely massive. They believe in him massively at Manchester City, and they didn't want to let him go at all. And it looks as though Rodrigo now is staying at Man City, so their replacement for him that doesn't seem to be anywhere near close. But can this still be resurrected?
I don't think so. I think unless they've got a serious alternative lined up, I don't see City letting him go in the last few days of the window. I also think the reports are saying it's going to take an astronomical fee to even make City think about letting him go. I don't know if Tottenham are going to do that as well. Again, I didn't think we'd get Simon. So, they have been surprising us a lot this window. They've been surprising us a lot this window, but still putting an astronomical fee up there, and then as well having Man City accept the fee and get a replacement in, I think it's all too much. It's all too much to ask for. I don't think this deal is alive, to be honest. And to be honest, the reports you're talking about are not from very reliable sources, so I'm not inclined to believe it.
Yeah, but if this, let's say this report is true, I'm not saying it is, but let's say for argument's sake it is. If he is unhappy and he's making his feelings known to Manchester City, do you think that is a deal that can be resurrected?
No, I don't.
Even if that's the case?
Yeah, because I think City know if Savinho ends up staying, he will give his all, and he will need to get in that World Cup squad. I don't see Savinho downing tools. I don't think City think he'll down tools if he doesn't get his move. There's one thing, and also how desperate is he to leave? Like, is he you know, wanting to leave by any means necessary, or is it just kind of thing like, you know, if they can agree a deal, he's open to going there? I'm not sure, but obviously, but I think unless he's really pushing for it, like he's telling them every day, I want to go Tottenham, like let me go. Unless it's that kind of burning desire, I don't see that stance changing.
I think there's two options for us on the table that we know that's known to the press. That's Savinho, which is looking less likely. There's also Ademola Lookman, who Ben Jacobs last night on Last Word on Spurs saying there's definite interest there from Spurs. Ademola definitely wants to leave Atalanta. That's a situation and a market opportunity which will go right till the end. Ademola is desperate to get out of Atalanta. So if we can't get Savinho in and we land on Ademola Lookman, I think that's a good alternative.
Yeah, and I like Lookman. I think he's more of like a goal-scoring kind of winger, but
which we
a
need.
winger forward. But I think for me, he's been really doing well over the last few years. Really developed himself at Atlanta. So I think he comes back to the Premier League a much better player than when he left.
Yeah. Manor Solomon, Ben Jacobs says that Leicester are now interested in Manor Solomon. Which I think it will be a shame for him to go back down to the Championship after such a strong season in the Championship last season. However, if he is going to Leicester, I think they've got a big chance of getting promoted next season. So if it is a permanent deal, there's a likelihood he could be back in the Premier League next season.
Yeah, it's peculiar though, because he had such a great year in the Championship last season. You would have thought surely someone from the Premier League is going to take note of that and really go for it. And as well as like we know now the Championship's not really his level. He's a bit better than that, I think. So I don't understand why have Leeds not gone in for him? Why is that very quiet?
Apparently, what Ben Jacobs was saying last night, that we're asking too much money for what Leeds can afford. Leeds have already spent a bit of money in this transfer window, and they are looking for an option, but more of a cheaper option.
Why have no other Premier League teams come in for him?
I don't know.
Like, it doesn't make sense that we're pricing Premier League teams out, but maybe Championship teams are coming in for him.
Well, what it is as well is I think teams might be a bit apprehensive of his injuries history. Obviously, he had a fairly injury-free season last year, but he's injured again. He came back to Tottenham and got injured straight away. So 1 year out of the last 4 years injury-free, is that maybe it's not enough to convince teams.
Is there any part of you thinking, are we waiting to sign someone before letting him go?
I don't think so. Because even without him, we've still got Odebear, Tell, Brennan, Kudus. We've still got 4 wingers at the club. So I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah, I think he'll leave, but it's just weird. It's weird where this was supposed to be a really good big summer for him after such a great season, expecting either move somewhere or something, or even if it was staying at Tottenham and having a big pre-season and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's just a shame how this summer has gone for him.
Yeah, it is a shame, and I think it's mainly down to the injuries, because I think if it wasn't for the injuries, we might have seen him come off the bench a bit in pre-season, but he wanted to stay at Spurs during the pre-season to prove himself, but he couldn't get in any squad because he was injured. So it is unfortunate for him. And last but not least, we'll just cover it again, but Jed Spence has been called up to the England squad. Luka Vuskovic. That is a last one. He's been confirmed as a Hamburg player on loan this season. It's all officially confirmed by Spurs and by Hamburg, so we obviously wish Luka Vuskovic the best for the coming season. I think it's a good loan for him, starting hopefully week in, week out in the Bundesliga, which is his biggest test yet.
Yeah, and apparently, did his brother play for them? So, or something like that. Because I read
There's some sort of connection there.
I read somewhere he took his brother's number or something. So maybe did his brother play for Hamburg? Great move for him. I really hope to see him start regularly and how he's going to fare in a much higher division in the Bundesliga and how he does. Really exciting talent. Did brilliantly in pre-season when given the opportunity. We saw him in Belgium last year. We saw him in Poland the year before. Every challenge thrown at him has been taken. He's taken to. So good luck to him. And yeah, look, it's no surprise that we've loaned him out, and we're being talked to a lot of defenders now.
His brother's currently at Hamburg.
Currently at Hamburg.
Yeah, so he's going to play with his brother.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Mario Vuskovic, 23 years of age. He was at Hajduk Split, had a loan move at Hamburg, and now he plays for them full time.
Okay, so maybe I read somewhere he took his brother's number or something. So maybe he took his brother's number from last year or something.
Maybe. Actually, I don't actually know.
No, it says 22, 23.
Yeah, but it says he doesn't have a club then.
Yeah, his old number. So what is that? That makes sense then.
Oh, he's banned.
Oh, what?
In August 2024, Court of Arbitration for Sport extended his ban till November 2026.
For what? Doping? Says failed a drugs test.
Yeah. Well.
So he has taken his brother's old number.
Yeah, he's taken his brother's old number at Hamburg. So that's the situation with Luka Vuskovic. And finally, Jed Spence has been called up to the England squad as well. So a massive congratulations for Jed. Fully deserved for him. And I can't wait to see him line up for England in the coming international break next week. Yeah,
massive for him. Unbelievable reward for what's been a brilliant year for Jed. A year ago, we had he had a clause to potentially go to Genoa for what was it, 6 million. We're trying to give him away, and all of a sudden, a year later, he's now in the England squad. He's starting for Tottenham. Just shows you how long a year can be in football and how things can change. So, good luck to him. He's fully deserved it, and yeah, it's a good reward for what's been a brilliant rise.